Coach, you talk about how hard it is to win games. We come from a town in Pittsburgh that has gone 21 straight seasons without a losing season. But that is not enough for the fan base anymore. I had a friend who was drinking at Huff's in Greenfield during the game on Sunday. He said he could hear the boos and the calls for Tomlin's job from there. What are your thoughts on that situation as a whole, as it gets really, really loud right now?
Well, I think the big thing is, I'll say this just as far as the whole league, and I know Pat's already touched on a couple of them, but being a fan this year and watching from the chair that I'm watching, because you always are worried about your team and focused on that. It's amazing, and it's going to only pick up this week because this week's incredible with the games that we got on slate this week.
Oh yeah.
But just the energy of the week, negativity or positivity, the way this pendulum swings just across it's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. So and I think Pittsburgh's obviously in that situation, but I have the utmost respect for Mike Tomlin. I've competed against Mike, and I think Mike is really starting the second half of a Hall of Fame career. I mean, I think Mike's in his early 50s. He can coach as long as he wants, but they're playing for first place on Sunday.
Yeah, they are.
That's
okay.
The facts.
Okay.
I mean, they're playing for first place. They've been in these kind of spots before, and it's hard. It's hard now, and you get it. I mean, it's about winning, and it's about who's putting the next Super Bowl trophy in that case, and everybody that works at an organization that has the success of a Pittsburgh or a Dallas or a Green Bay, you understand that expectation. But yeah, the fact of the matter, and I think he'll do a great job getting ready. This is going to be another game that I definitely want to sit down and watch. Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Anytime these guys get together, and they've played against Mike and John have played against each other more than anybody. So, and that's my reality. That's how I look at it. I just think that let it play out. Just let this play out. He's been in this spot a bunch of times. And
too many is what the Steelers fans are saying. Hey, we're in the spot every year. That's what they're saying. You know them, though. That is literally what Yinzer's.
I get it, but I think sustained. I'll say this. I'm curious to hear AJ's opinion on this. We went to the playoffs 9 out of 10 years, 8 years in a row. I think there's only been 4 times that's happened in the NFL. That if that's the case, at one time. I know that stats out there. You guys can confirm it. But I felt going to the playoffs 8 years in a row, or 9 out of 10 years, was so much more difficult than winning one Super Bowl. Because that Super Bowl win that we had, I mean, that year, you talk about injuries. I mean, we were decimated, and we came out of training camp. We thought we had the best team. We felt great about our football team. But there was points in that season. I mean, there was 2 points. I think it was the Miami game after the Washington game, where we didn't have 45 guys on Friday to line up healthy, so that we were going to have to make moves on a Friday and Saturday to fill our game day roster. So I mean, my point is, you have points in those seasons. You just got to, in that group, and AJ was one of the key guys there. Is it just kept playing, and most importantly, they got a good defense. Everybody talks about the offense and Aaron Rodgers. The Packers won the Super Bowl in 2010 because of our defense. That's the only time that I know in my career that I had a top 5 defense, and that's why I'm excited about the Packers this year. I mean, I think that's the first time that they've had a top 5 defense since 2010. So my point is, you got a chance. You always got a chance, because their defense is going to keep them in the game. The defense is going to give them that chance, and it comes down to the end, go win that thing in 2 minutes. And the reality of it is, that's the league, and that's why it's unbelievable to watch. I mean, these games come down to the end, and that's why the 2 minute stuff is so important. So I just think, I mean, Mike's a great coach. Just let this thing play out, and you just got to get in the tournament. You got to get in the tournament. You guys got to be relatively healthy, and most important is the confidence of that locker room, and that's how you win it. And then that was our personal experience in 2010.
That's your experience in 2010 that ends with a Lombardi?